Video portraits of American trendsetters. 10 cities across the country, 5 episodes in each city. This week, Greece, the power of the letterpress, and the love of art with KeeganMeegan.
Hey, how's it going? So that's your 100 signed, and then the 1 through 25 are just for him.
What kind of print? I mean, what kind of like?
So it's all lino cut is what it is.
Okay.
It's basically hand cut out of linoleum and ran on a cylinder press.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Sweet, man.
Yeah. Sweet.
Well,
I'll see you tonight.
Awesome.
Katie?
Yeah.
You want to look at this?
Yeah, I like the red and black.
Ideas? Good?
No, I wouldn't let it get any lighter.
Yeah. Maybe go back in eventually and do something up here.
Yeah, I think that it would be cool to have hand-done type, but other than that, I really like it.
Yeah, I like it too.
I say run it.
Cool.
Our work involves doing high-end stationery up through special announcements, sometimes wedding invitations, party invitations, to art printing. As recently as 50, 60 years ago, printing was just a lot. People spent a lot more time on it. It was higher quality. There was a lot more intention that went into it. We're trying to bring that quality back.
Can I mash it around a little bit
Yeah,
on
go
here?
for it.
Oh yeah, stuff is super thick.
Yeah, do you feel that? So the more resistance, the better the ink, actually. And so right away, this is gonna start to distribute through the entire thing. I mean, the engineering on these guys is amazing, absolutely amazing. Well, it all started in 1450 something. Gutenberg made the first press, and presses just started going into production all over Europe. That went all the way into the Industrial Revolution, and that's where we have the presses that we have now. So what I'm gonna do is basically like get into register. This is my guide right here.
The Epson version of this is when you open up the little plastic tray and it has a little
Yeah, it has that little
slidey
finger.
jig thing. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the equivalent. After basically World War II, everything was about, just faster, faster, cheaper, cheaper. And so that led to the offset printing presses. It was just the fastest, cheapest way to do printing across the board. And that was the demise of letterpresses. And so begins the redundant part. So that's gonna happen 150 more times.
What is it about your product that makes clients choose this over Kinko's?
Quality. If you run a business and you make a good product, why would you make a shit card and hand it out to somebody? It doesn't represent you at all. I think that's where we come in. A friend of mine's a bartender, so we did these ones for him. So I drew out a crest.
It is crazy the level of detail that you can get even with the small, tiny little lines. It's still solid.
Yeah, I still want to push it constantly. Oh, this is where I keep all the linoleum for all the band posters. So it's all just hand carved. I just use carbon paper, and then I draw it on linoleum, and then I cut it, then I print it, and then I cut it again. So it's a reduction. So I actually destroy the linoleum in the process. So for instance, that was a fly for the flaming lips. So this is the remainder.
Oh my God.
So this cake poster was 3 colors, and this is all that's left.
We geek out on the technical stuff and making sure that the color is exactly what the client wants, and if it's not, we'll make it that way. Here is the design. There's a ton of flooding, and I believe this is supposed to be a blind deboss, but it's also going to be a 4-sided trim. So the only suggestion that I would have for this is
invert
to
everything.
invert the flood.
Nix the blind.
Yeah.
Pull in the whole design, so it's just a 1-sided trim.
Okay, that helps.
Tell me about the dynamic between you two as you're working in the shop. Are you a couple? What's going on here?
We were a couple
Yeah.
for 5 years.
Now we just work together, but that's great. We really like working together, and we think we're a pretty good team.
Oh. Any other ideas? Executions? Thoughts?
Well, we were kind of talking about pushing for some ideas of like people wanting to do custom posters. I think that we could make it work in terms of doing it like a band poster, using even the same paper.
I can't do that. That would
Just ruin you.
Yeah.
You'd just be depleted.
I'm trying to not do too many band posters, and then adding a wedding thing onto it is like,
the worst
are you
thing.
trying to kill me? The money would have to be like so fantastic that I could buy a house
Yeah.
or a Ferrari.
You would not drive a Ferrari.
Classic one. 65.
What is it about the preservation of the process and the equipment that's important?
The people that used to run these things are all passing away. Their stories are going quickly with them. So the only thing left over is the machines. When the machine goes, the history goes as well.
And the form of expression that is able to be created on the equipment itself. Being able to produce the work that you can do on these machines is unique. It's not something you can easily describe, but when you see it, you understand it and you feel it.
Next time on American Hipster Presents, a late-night freak bike ride on a social tandem with Jake Ryder.
Hanging here, KeeganMeegan, learning about the letterpress, checking the machines out, learning about artwork, etc., the creative flow. Let us know what you think of the episode. Click on the links for more, leave a comment, subscribe, etc. See you later. Bye.